Chau, just your impressions of the defense through 6 days so far of fall camp?
Tenacious, hungry, ready to go get it. You got a lot of guys coming back, so, it's just a better story for a lot of people.
Between Ethan, Kawan, and Warren, you have three really talented young cornerbacks. What have you seen from those trio of freshmen?
I've seen a lot. Warren was an early enrollee, so he got to get his feet wet a little earlier. I think that what Warren has done was get the other guys' feet wet, just show them what they're lacking in based off what he was lacking in. Kawan, I think he's getting his feet wet. He's taking the leadership. He's taking the plays just day by day. Ethan O'Connor, he's a very hungry kid. I do see Ethan being the head of the spear, so to say, when his years come. That's really it, just three hungry young guys.
Which receiver have you enjoyed going up against the most?
I enjoy them all, I'm going to be honest. I really got to say I want to get in that slot. I want to see DT. I feel like DT Sheffield is one of our best receivers. I like guarding them all.
I know you're on defense, obviously, but what does DT kind of give the offense, and what makes him such a tough cover?
His speed. You see, he's a small, quick guy, kind of like a Tyreek Hill type. I'll compare him to Tyreek Hill at least. But, yeah, the speed. He just rips through zones. You want to guard him man-to-man. He's going to run past you. So, yeah.
Do you remember your first time covering him, and, what was that like?
I never covered DT, but he sure is fast. I've raced him before, so, yeah, I know what he's capable of.
How did that turn out?
Oh, man, he burnt me. Yeah, we say that off the air, though. That's off the air.
Overall, when you guys, I'm just curious, kind of going up against all you guys' new transfer receivers, do you take that as like a fun challenge, or just seeing these new crop of guys, what are you trying to get out of them when you're covering them?
Well, anytime I come to practice or even in game, when I'm going up against a receiver, I kind of see myself. I don't even see the receiver. I kind of use myself as just a means to get better. So I always look at it like I'm going against me, nobody else.
So we saw early in practice, Coach Dickert, grab the pick six, step it into the end zone.
Yeah.
And then late in practice, he has to discipline you guys a little bit.
Yeah.
What's it like to have a coaching staff that has the balance of, they want to, empower you guys at some times, but they'll also, tighten the screws when they have to?
I got to say balance is the key to life. So when you carry it outside of life and then you just bring it to football, it's just that's just amazing, because you gotta have both. You gotta be able to be good and bad to see the great in both. You know what I'm saying?
Wanted to ask you about Cam. From a DB's perspective, does he look any different? Is he fitting the ball into tighter windows? Is he throwing it in there a little harder? What have you seen from him so far?
I've seen more leadership from Cam. He's taking more control of the offense. It just leads to him doing more. I got to say Cam has done a great job putting the balls on the ticks, on those fade balls for the outside wide receivers. I feel like that's one thing Cam has done better.
It's probably nice to strap on all the pads and kind of let out a little stress, and I'm sure there's a little outside noise and whatnot. What does it mean when you get to step on the practice field with all those pads?
Anytime I step on the practice field, pads or no pads, go out and give it your all. Pads on, it makes it even more better, because you're in your element. You got everything going. It's kind of like that game feeling. So yeah, pads or no pads, I love it.
Yeah, Chau, Coach Dickert was talking about how communication has been something he's been trying to emphasize to the defense. For you guys, from the front seven all the way to the secondary, how's the communication changed compared to last year, and how critical is it now that Sam, who is a leader on the defense, is out for undisclosed period of time now?
Yeah, I gotta say that the communication from last year, it really came from the guys not really knowing each other. We kind of had to warm up to each other, so to say. Not even just on the field, off the field. We were just kind of just distant, and this year the communication is way better, like you said. And that just comes from us just being so close off the field. So it just translates easy.